Hello everyone, my name is Ikma Wati with ID number 23018020. Today we are diving into a fascinating sociolinguistic phenomenon known as diglossia. Simply put, diglossia is a term used to describe a relatively stable language situation that has two distinct codes with clear functional separation. This means that one code is used in one set of circumstances and the other is used in an entirely different set. This concept is crucial for understanding how language is stratified and maintained within a society. The classic definition of diglossia was introduced by Charles A. Ferguson in 1959. Ferguson defined it as a situation where alongside the regular dialects there exists a highly divergent, highly codified, superposed variety. This supposed variety is often grammatically more complex. For diglossia to emerge historically, two conditions were often present. First, there must be a sizable body of respected written literature in a closely related language. And second, literacy must be limited to a small elite. This process usually takes centuries to establish. Okay, move to diglossia involves two clearly distinguishable varieties, the high or H and the low L code. Okay, let's look at the H variety. The H code is the prestigious, powerful variety. It is highly codified and it's primarily learned through formal education. Crucially, in a diglossic situation, no one learned the H variety as their first language in the home. In contrast, the L variety is the variety learned by all children. It is typically the home language. The L variety like prestige and power, and sometimes the few associated with it are even highly pejorative. Furthermore, the alpharity generally lack comparable formal grammar and standardized text. Okay. The most important defining characteristic is the rigid separation of functions. These functions are referred to as domains. The H variety is restricted to formal and public domains. These include delivery sermons, formal lectures, like in Parliament, broadcasting news, and writing fine literature or newspaper editorials. The alphabet is used in informal settings, like conversation with familiars, giving instruction to servants, or in popular radio programs. It is worth noting that this separation is rigid. It is rare to find inappropriate domain mixing. Sometimes a speaker might lecture in H but switch to L to ensure understanding of complex part. Classic example of this include the relationship between classical Arabic and its colloquial varieties, or standard German and Swiss German. However, the term was later extended by Joshua Fishman. He used expanded diglossia to describe multilingual societies where two distinct languages, not just dialect, are maintained because they fulfill separated and secure function. This arrangement is often an enduring societal arrangement that lasts beyond three generations. This extended definition recognition recognize that language communities are organized in a way that allow different code to coexist without a competing, thus aiding language maintenance. While highly influential, the concept of diglossia has faced critique. One major challenge is the assumption of string compartmentalization. Many real-world multilingual contexts show frequent code alternation or multilingual discourses, meaning that functions are not always rigidly separated as the classic definition demands. Another critique involved the HRL status assessment, the assumption that the L code always lack prestige and can be simplistic as non-standard varieties often hold comfort prestige due to their connection to in-group solidarity. In some cases, the L variety, like Swiss German, actually hold high prestige, contradicting the H or L hierarchy. Okay, in conclusion, while we must acknowledge its limitation, Diglossia remains a vital framework in a sociolinguistics for analyzing how linguistic codes are functionally separated due to social hierarchy, even if actual language use is often far more fluid than the model suggests. Okay, everyone, thank you for your listening and attention. I hope this overview has clarified the code principle of diglossia and its complexity within multilingual societies. I am now happy to take any question you might have. Thank you so much, everyone.